Welcome to Knoxville, Tennessee. This afternoon, Neyland Stadium, where Rocky Top plays in the background, sailgating going on in the Tennessee River, and the Big Orange ready to open the season. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Huskies ready to get this thing started and open the season. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. The Volunteers offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Man, he couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter, but you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football, so yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding.
Got enough space. Give him 6. Touchdown, Tennessee. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And how about that? First possession, first drive, first game, first touchdown. Impressive way to start.
And so many emotions for these players, right? All the build-up, all of the expectations, all of the nerves coming into this game, and you're able to stay poised, take the football, march it down the field, and score in the opening drive like that. That is impressive.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, Washington. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Dropping back, it's Burns. Trying to beat the D deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown ball! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for them.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flair, a 77-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's going to take off. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Washington sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the special teams, that's always a momentum builder. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hotter.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He might be afraid to kick it to him there after the first punt was taken back to the house. Here's the punt, and whether it goes 3 yards or 93 yards, just don't let that return guy get it again. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking for a man. It's Burns. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
The RPO game works really well for this offense because the running back is very patient. It's a bit of a delayed handoff, but he's very good at finding the creases and finding the lanes and then putting his foot in the ground and getting moving.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. Across the 10. Hit the afterburners, kid. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
Many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays. This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Gets it to the back. Makes his man miss. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Ready to try the point after. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. New Mexico is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 31 over the Sharks. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Getting some heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness we still had a little space left.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. They go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Coming after him. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the ball is intercepted.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
He's got the back in the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Flips it out to the back. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Finds his man, and they convert. Touchdown ball! What a catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him redirect.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Let's see what they've got on second down. And the Vols will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
They really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Offense in an empty set. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll pull it down and run. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Made a defender miss. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Huskies have this offense rolling. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Looking to throw it again. This time it's complete.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there, closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum.
Takes it from the gun on third down. And the pass hits, picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Give to the running back.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's Burns. It's complete. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it! Touchdown, Volunteers! And the route is on. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by 4 over Nevada. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Quarterback gets sacked at his own 2-yard line. Give the defense a ton of credit. They were going for the safety, and they almost got it. Great effort up front by the D.
Second down from the 20, and they just need a yard. A run for the quarterback. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Washington sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the grab close to the logo. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. He's going to pass. Finds his man. It's Otis. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. It's a reverse. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Feeling some heat. And he can't make the connection on his 1st attempt.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Firing to the right, complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
How good have they been on third down today, and another opportunity here on 3rd and goal. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
2nd down coming up. To the air, it's Curry. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
He's got his man. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot, padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and then a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket after that. Excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And it'll be down right there. Offense set on first down. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you